How are you guys doing? I'm Miles Sweek with Project Bigwood. This month on the Bigwood River Breakdown, we're answering the question, number one, do fish get trapped in our canal system in South Valley? Number two, are our fish able to get out of that canal system? And number three, do our fish spawn in that canal system? So for those of you that don't know, the Bigwood has two big diversions in Bellevue, one at Glendale and one at D45 right up in Bellevue. But these two diversions will divert most of the river and oftentimes the entire river into these canal systems that go to service agricultural users downstream, because the majority or all of the water at some points during the year goes into these canals and into this irrigation infrastructure. It strands a lot of fish into these canals, sometimes allowing them to migrate long distances away from the river channel so that when the water begins to lower, there's no chance they have of being able to come back to the main stem and survive. Because this is the only habitat that the fish have in the valley and this part of the river, we're seeing numerous fish spawn in these canals. We're down walking these canals and we're looking for reds, basically a little nest that fish makes in the bottom of the river to have babies. That's where they lay their eggs. Problem with that is that once these fish are hatched in here, they're not going to survive. Losing that many fish from spawning in here, number one, and losing that many fish from just individuals being isolated in here and not being able to return to the river is a significant amount of loss for the Bigwood ecosystem to compensate for every year. One of our ways to combat this at Project Bigwood is to implement fish screens. Fish screens are a really simple and effective tool to basically prevent these fish any access to this irrigation system to begin with. Last year out of these canals, in a partnership with Trout Unlimited, we rescued over 30,000 individuals. And that was at very selective sites, only a few times. Point is, that was not every fish. That was probably maybe 20% of the fish that were isolated that we saw. Keep your eyes out or reach out directly if you'd like to be a volunteer and come help us with some of those fish rescues this summer.